Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togen's Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day everyone. Today on the bench I'm going to tie up my version of the fiery brown. It's a fly that I seen here in an English fly pattern book many years ago. Picked up some of these books. It's actually, the story behind it here originates back to 1835, the fully dressed version. I'm just going to tie it basically, I like the color variation that I seen in there. I've just modified it for a fishing fly. It's something I can tie quickly. So let's go over the materials we use to tie this fly. You can use a Gamakatsu T10 6X heavy salmon fly hook. It's got a tapered up eye. We're going to be using just some black 6/0 thread to tie with. The tail, I'm going to swap out. I'm just using the bottom, these red fibers or hackles here from the golden pheasant skin. And those skins have got a great amount of different colorations. And actually these golden pheasant skins are very moderately priced. They come, a lot of times you get the heads and everything, so you have the crest feathers and everything along with it. So good way of buying it if you're into any of those kind of flies. We're going to be using, for the wing, we're going to use some Mallard, bronze Mallard wing. This is what they call in the original pattern. I kept with that. Well, I'm just going to roll it in. I'm not going to tie it the full dress style. And also over the body we're going to be using some reddish brown seal fur, and I put a little ice stub in that mix. And here we're going to be using some oval, medium oval gold tinsel for that. Okay, get a hook in the vise, tie these up. Now I'm tying fishing flies. I'm not going to spend a lot of time getting them perfect. We won't be hanging them on the wall. I want them to hang together. Get a lot of fish on them is what my goal is, and I'm sure any of you that are fishing, but a lot of guys getting into the spay fly fishing, and this is a really nice pattern you want to swing in the fall. So I'm going to take my thread and the oval right around the bend. I'm going to get 4 or 5 turns at the back here. Tying classics, you would be tying 5 turns. I'm not too concerned about that. If it's 4 or 5, then we'll come in here with the tail instead of the golden pheasant tippets. I'm just going to use some of this red, kind of a reddish brown, really nice coloration. Pull off stuff at the bottom. We're going to just get a nice little tail, gather those fibers up, and I want to tie it so it curves up. So it kind of rolls in there. Tail looks decent there. And I'll get my half hitch on her. You can use a dubbing loop at this point. You can just, seal fur is a little nasty to dub on the other way, but you can try that as well. I can just use my rotor vise and get a nice buggy dub on my seal. I don't want to tighten that up some more. I can. I didn't put the yellow butt section and all the other components of the classic salmon fly in there. I just want a nice seal fur body on this fly. Put a little rust ice stub in there for accent. It really helps, looks good. Now I'm just going to carry on with the same oval, rib the body up. That looks really good in the water. Just clip that off right there. Coming real close to the eye. You can come in if you want to brush that out a little bit. You can do so. Just level that all out. That looks really good in the water when you do that. Preen it back a little bit. Okay. Then I'll just, for the throat, the original pattern calls for red cock hackle. I'm just going to be using this real nice red breast feathers here. I'm going to use the smaller ones on the bottom of the golden pheasant. A little brownish, really nice coloration on these feathers. You tie a lot of flies with it too. So now I'll just turn it up and we'll catch it so it just rolls in. I want it to go nearly to the point of the fly right there. Nip that off. Kind of a, there are spade flies that are tied that same pattern and style, and they look really good. But I'm just doing it as a fishing fly. I wanted to get the job done. Basically, the whole objective here. I'll come in, instead of marrying up my left and the right for my mallard flank feathers, like you'd want one from the left, one for the right to do a spay wing. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rolled style. Just come in here. I got the nice colorations. I got the brown at the tip, or gray here at the butts. Get a nice section there. Cut this. Make sure the stem is off the bottom. Okay. And I'm just going to bring it into my hands here and basically roll it together and preen it while I do. And it gives me a nice shape wing. What I'm doing here now is taking my thread in between my fingers under the shank and pulling it up to set my wing. And there it goes. Trim off the butts. Like I say, when you're doing classic, those guys are taking hours to tie those flies up perfect, and they're beautiful. I got a few on my wall from friends that I've collected over the years, and they're just an absolute work of art. This is just a quick way of tying a nice productive fishing fly. I'm going to come in here with some Solarez, finish up the head on it, and there's guys fishing a lot of spay rods are coming out in a lot of these big western rivers now. It's getting quite popular, and here's a fly that you'll want to swing. If I have a little, I've got some Solarez in the eye, so I'm just going to take a piece of hackle and just run it through there, clean it up before I hit it with my light. And we just cure that on, and there you go. So there's a new version, or my version, of the fiery brown, and it's a great color in the fall. So good luck with that, and thanks for watching Sports Fishing on the Fly. We'll catch you again real soon.